Hello and welcome to this small little seminar. Today it's not about production per se, it's more about writer's block. We all have it sometimes, even though you're a new beginner or you are an advanced music producer. Eventually you'll get writer's block. Everybody does that, and it's really common, even for normal writers and stuff, that I can have the energy in the morning, I want to make music, sit down on the computer, and nothing happens. In my ears, everything sounds boring or like shit, even though my intention was I was ready to make music. So how do I cope with that, or find my way of getting out of that? So what I normally would do is just say to myself at that day, I'm just stopping now, because I would just get more and more frustrated. So the more we get writer's block, the more we just need to step away from it. But I'm still in the studio, what should I do then? What I intend to do sometimes is just have a whole day of making sound design. So now all the beginners will say, well, I don't know shit about sound design, so what should I do? Then I would go on preset hunt. Go through presets, go through samples that you like, categorize them, put them in favorite folders. And I'll bet at some point you'll hit a sound that will break your writer's block, because that sound just, oh, I got this idea, and then you play with that sound, and that will actually turn everything around. So sound design wise, it could be easy. Let's say we would take drift. There's not many buttons that you could turn and they will still sound like really good. Just a frequency filter here. We have this. This is not inspiring at all, but if you just take the frequency down, we have this. And now it's still boring, in my opinion. But we have this. How could this be cool? Then I would say, okay, what about a big reverb and a big delay? And then now we're getting somewhere that kind of gets my attention, and then say, okay, what could I do more? I could go in and say, okay, if I don't have it in my fingers today, even though I wanted to play, then I would take chords and I would say, okay, let's, because we have the scale awareness, I would hit the scale awareness thing and just try and put in different, I'm not even trying, I'm just doing. And now, say, okay, the first here is okay, but then I need to have a scale that says maybe C minor, or I want an F, because if you see up here at the scale awareness it says F. So I would do F minor. So now when I play, now it's playable. Maybe the delay is too big. Now that could get inspiring, and then I will start to. So sound design, in my opinion, would get me somewhere. Maybe I had to make, let's say, 50 different sounds until that sound came, but eventually that sound will come. And the same goes if you go into sound and just say, okay, I need something to work with. I would have dark, let's say, mallets. 2 came up. Let's try these 2. Even though now I have my chords and I have my scale. That's pretty nice, because without the effects on it. It has a little reverb on it, but a huge reverb helps. Or maybe this one. This is just stock Ableton stuff. So you can go in your library and go hunt for great sounds and store them for maybe another day. But just go on hunt, and I'll bet one time you will hit a sound that inspires you, and then the writer's block is just gone. In my opinion, or in my case, that often happens. So, writer's block is a very sensitive subject, because it can, for some people, it can take weeks where nothing comes out. I'm lucky that maybe mine is 1 day or 2 days, and then I'll figure something out. But just be patient with yourself, and otherwise just step away from it, because I know if the harder you try, the worse it gets. Even if you have stuff that it's just your ears that's kind of wrong that day, because even though I had writer's block, I saved the thing I think that sounded bad. Come back the next day when I don't have a writer's block, I was like, damn, this is nice. Even though the first day I would think this is not nice. It's just because your mindset isn't there. Does it make sense? Or,
Absolutely.
yeah. What do you do if you have tried to have writer's block?
Definitely it happened, but I do agree with you on the fact, especially, I mean, looking up for sounds that inspires you. I think it's one of the
Yeah.
best ways
Yeah,
to
it's fuel to the
get
fire.
over it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things.
Yeah. What about you?
I think I try and just think more about the process and not that I have to get a result.
So it's more of a process than getting the result out of it.
Yeah,
That's that.
yeah, because then I can, rest in even if I don't get anything done.
Yeah.
It's more about the experimentation, and maybe I'll find something, and maybe I won't.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, the expectation for your own mind that what he said was like, just be calm with it, and just say it doesn't matter if I make something today. It's just have fun. I know when I have writer's block, I definitely don't think it's fun to be there, because like I get annoyed to myself, because I feel the same thing every time, and the feeling I know right away when it's there, and I just close everything down, open Ableton up again, don't have a project in, just do sound design. And then sound design is just playing around. Even though if you don't know the synthesizer, just try and turn some knobs and see what sounds comes out, and you'll be surprised. Like, you would think, how did I make that? At some point you will hit something that inspires you. Yeah, they resonate for something. So I would just say, try and do some sound design, or go for preset hunt. Find a preset that kind of inspires you, and then try and tweak it afterwards to make it your own sound. Okay? Do you have any questions?
No, I think that being at the beginner stage, I actually have to put the effort. It's like the other way around. Sometimes you're tired, and I think it's fine to acknowledge that if it doesn't work. Like sometimes you really need to focus your energies.
Yeah.
Maybe say, okay, then today's is not working. I'm just gonna do it another day. But sometimes you also fighting the inner critic or demon that is like the procrastination demon, that say, you're gonna do it tomorrow. So sometimes I just need to. I know myself, and I just need to put the effort in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a matter to find like the sweet spot in between. Not procrastinate and
And I get it, but from a beginner's perspective, every day is a writer's block day, kind of, because you're in a state where you only know a certain part.
You need to learn a lot.
Yeah, there's still a lot to learn, but like I would still go in for preset hunt. Use an
Yeah.
hour or two, just listen to sounds. Oh, I like this sound. I'll just save that sound for later. You know, then you have maybe 100 presets, certainly, that you know you like. And that is like a really big push for getting it on again, or getting the thing that inspires you when you make the music. Yeah. So yeah, it was a short little video today, but I think it's a very important issue to discuss or share with each other. How to get out of a state, because everybody gets there eventually. So yeah, that was it. So a short one this day, but see you next Wednesday. Let's see what I can get up with next time.